Hello everyone, I am Anusha. Today I want to give a short insight on the suffering. Suffering, which is the most challenging phase of a Christian life. Every Christian or the person who accepts Christ as his Savior will go through the some worst part of suffering in their lives. Today I want to take Job's life and I want to draw two facts from the life of the Job which has been most interpreted wrongly. So the first fact I want to talk about is the retribution principle. Retribution principle says that the person who does good will have the blessings, and the person who is wrong or does bad in his life will receive bad or will receive the curse of God. But in the life of the Job, we can see Job had never sinned. In the Bible, it is clear that he is not sinned. He is giving sacrifices to God. He is a righteous man. So that his suffering is not about that he is bad. So Job is not suffering because of his sin. So this retribution principle in the case of Job is false. We can see the friends of the Job, they say that you have sinned, that's why you have been suffering, but it is wrong. And one of his friend says that the Elihu, he says that you are pride, that's why you got the suffering to be humble. So that is also wrong in the case of Job. Bible clearly says that he is a righteous man, he is a faithful man, he is very good at the sight of the God. So this principle may be wrong in the case of the Job. And the second fact I want to draw from the life of the Job is about faithfulness. Many says that if a person is suffering and in that suffering that person prays to God and that God is not answering because of their unfaithfulness. But here we can see Job is a faithful man. At the first chapter in the Job, it says that Job is a righteous man, Job is a faithful man. He is faithfully giving sacrifices on behalf of himself and behalf of his family and his friends too. So we cannot say that he is an unfaithful man. So this principle is also false in the case of the Job. So we can say that from these two we can say he is not suffering because of his sin, because of his unfaithfulness. So then what is the conclusion? What is the answer for his suffering? In our lives too, we may be righteous to God, we may be faithful to God, but since we are suffering in our life, so what is the answer to that question means? Simply, God allowed that into our lives. That's it. We are finite and the God is infinite. As a finite people, we cannot judge the infinite God. We don't have that ability to judge the God. We cannot give a particular statement and say that this happened due to this reason. Some says that if you accept Jesus, if you start following Jesus, then you will start receiving the blessings. It is perfectly false. I can say that. In my life, I had an example to say that this is wrong. When me and my husband, we both want to serve God by leaving our jobs. We worked as a lecturers in a college, and whenever my husband got a call to come to the ministry and serve God in fully, then whenever we have taken the decision to serve God in full, then our financial problems started and we got problems from the relations, from the parents, from the relatives who are very near. We can say that the Christian life is not about the blessings. Whenever you start following, definitely you will get a suffering. We just have to accept that we may be righteous, we may be faithful like Job, but the God allows us that into our life, we have to simply accept that we cannot do anything without God. We cannot, if we rebel against God, then we cannot do anything. We have to be with Him and we have to go on with the flow, go on, we have to cope up with the life. Finally, I want to conclude this with the verse 1 Peter 4th chapter 12 to 14 verses. It says that don't be surprised when you suffer for Christ, but rejoice. So let us all rejoice in our suffering. Thank you.